Getting set for first pitch tonight from Busch Stadium. It's the Pirates and the Cardinals, next on the show. A good look at the nighttime skyline over St. Louis and Busch Stadium. Tonight it's the first of four between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, as manager Clint Hurdle has his squad lined up like this. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen. Starling Marte makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
First pitch, 7:15.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. So the leadoff man gone here in the Pittsburgh first, and with that, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Redbirds. It's brought to us by the folks at Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Jose Tabata will stand in. He drove in one of the two runs in yesterday's ball game. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play fourth in the National League in round trippers. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. (1-0) on the way. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. 2-0 count, the pitch. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is fouled back and out of play. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Here's the payoff pitch. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. They'll square off against a guy who's very quietly become one of the better left-handed starters out there, as you see the numbers for the veteran Wandy Rodriguez. And a look now at how the Pirates line up on D behind him. Alan Craig will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the fielder, Alan Craig.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Now the 1-1. Fouled straight back. And a curveball that time, but it's grounded foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it is Mercer for the first out.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Matt Carpenter will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, He's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Bases are empty, one man out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Michael Lee will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
Nate Walker will dig in now, and he's come through in many a situation like this, currently 4th in the National League RBI race. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Probably a good move to go ahead and put him on there. Now with 1 out, they can get the matchup they want, and they can still go after a ground ball to get him out of it.
Number 16 digs in now with a chance to do a little damage and give his club the lead in the early going. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. And I think he's going to have to summon up every bit of his experience to get out of this one.
He's certainly been through it before. If anybody can do it, he can.
Let's get the inning alive.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, you know, that one's not even close, and you can feel the noose starting to tighten up just a little bit more on him.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Driven the other way, but caught down at third. And that will become out number 2.
Well, tough break right there with the bases loaded. He made good contact on that pitch. Great contact, really. I mean, he waffled this thing. Unfortunately, he hit it right at somebody, or that might have been 2 runs. The old dreaded atom ball.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Now a good swing there as he sends this one high and deep toward the left field corner. And that's off the left field foul pole, a home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, just a few more feet, and this would just be a long, loud foul ball. Instead, you're going to see this thing just clang right off of the foul pole. Maybe not the grandest of grand slams you're ever going to see, but hey, anytime you can drive in 4 runs and get yourself a home run, you're going to take it.
Matt Adams will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
4 runs here in this half inning. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Up with it is Sanchez, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the damage has been done for the Cards, and it came on this grand slam. Second inning coming up. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Russell Martin will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guy's got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
The 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Neil Walker waits on deck. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. On a gift of a swing there. It's 3-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Now here it comes. Out in front here as this is pulled down the third base line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Neil Walker will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. On the move is Martin. Pitch inside the throw. Oh, and he throws it away.
There's some managers out there who'd say, we're already down a few runs here early. Let's not take too many chances on the base pass, but not this guy. He's not afraid to give his guys free rein out there, and this time it works out for him.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
First baseman, Gabby Sanchez.
Gabby Sanchez will get his first opportunity now. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Travis Snyder will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
2 out here and a runner at second. We're 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Batting 8, shortstop,
Jordy Mercer will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And that misses for ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And I think that's just something you have to understand with an umpire like this. If it's at the knees, it's a strike. I mean, he'll be consistent with that call all night, so you just need to adjust up there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball bounced towards the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Peter Borges will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Now the 2-0. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. So that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, now what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Seth Hargrove will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Do it, Cardinals. Do it.
Late swing here as this is pushed softly over toward the right side. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Alan Craig will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And this is low, but a good block that time by Martin to keep it within reach. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Marte has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
One thing you can already pick up on in these first couple innings is he's leaving the ball up more often than he should. It's already hurt him once on that home run, and even though that's an out, that ball was hit pretty darn well.
Matt Carpenter will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Here's Walker for 1. On to Sanchez, and it's a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. Wandy Rodriguez will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Starling Marte will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
St. Louis, yeah, woo! All right, St. Louis.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it, but it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
Jose Tabata will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Let's go, St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis. Woohoo!
Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And Molina will stay with this one for route number 2.
Following the walk, he had to be thinking he'd get maybe one of those get-me-over fastball or something else good to hit on the first pitch, but this winds up being an easy pop-up that probably should have been avoided.
Pedro Alvarez will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Here we go.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Come on, that was a strike. Get out of here, Pirate.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Go home, Pirate.
3-0 now. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Russell Martin will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
Don't let him score now.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Punch him out.
Two men are on with two men out.
Go Cardinals! Come on, Cardinals!
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Michael Lee makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. And the pitch. Lined hard deep into left. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal third.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Nate Walker will dig in. Walked intentionally his first time around. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
This has got to be a bit of a concern. I mean, he wasn't too sharp his last time out. He's not fooling anybody right now. Just not pitching at a level he's capable of. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Number 16 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
Give him the green light. There we go.
Ball 2 now. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Fouled back. Here he comes on 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
He's running towards second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Yeah, this is going to be a 3-2 pitch. They send the runner here hoping to maybe stay out of a double play situation. The one thing you don't want is the strikeout, because normally they've got you dead to rights at second base. But he did get a decent jump that time, and he's going to wind up stealing it anyway.
Yadier Molina
Will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Line hard, but foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Matt Adams will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game, as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Pittsburgh native Neil Walker strides forward now to get things started for the Buccos in their half of the inning.
Let's go Cardinals! Go Cardinals, go!
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
So 1 away in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Gabby Sanchez. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Woo!
The next pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, Most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Travis Snyder will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Peter Borges will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Center fielder, Peter Borges.
Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, pitcher, Seth Hargrove.
Seth Hargrove will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Line hard into left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Alan Craig will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And he lays off there 1-0. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
And that misses 2-1.
Cardinals.
As a look, now the pitch. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw on to Sanchez is in time, 2 away.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Matt Carpenter will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time.
Let's go, Redbirds.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Jordy Mercer will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Shortstop, Jordy Mercer.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
All right, Cardinals, let's go, St. Louis.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Andrew McCutcheon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Andrew McCutcheon.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. No runs, just one hit, and one error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Starling Marte will stand in, base on balls his last time. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And they'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
No runs, just one hit, and one error in the contest for the Pirates so far.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3. Down in order go the Pirates. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Charlie Morton is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Michael Lee will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here comes the 2-0. I'll look to be right on that one, but he swings through it. It's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they drop the hammer on him.
Come on, Cardinals.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And taken in out there for the first out.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Nate Walker will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Now the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this is fouled back and out of play. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fouled back. Another try at 2-2. Now a fastball that's popped up out towards short right field. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, number 16.
Number 16 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. And he's turned an 0-2 count into a home run. Solo shot here to left As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
Yadier Molina will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And make it back-to-back jacks here as that too is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Matt Adams will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Matt Adams.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there.
Come on, let's do it.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And that'll get into the right field bullpen. It's a home run. That's a long solo homer there off the bat of Matt Adams. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, I don't know what's going on down there. These guys are absolutely clobbering the ball right now. I mean, that is back-to-back-to-back home runs. As a team, you might see that one time a season if you're lucky.
Peter Borges will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. In there for strike one. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, you know, he's starting to look a little bit frustrated out there. He's looking for the right formula, but he hasn't been able to find it.
3 runs already home here. A swing and a ball hit back up the box. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cardinals as the usual sea of red love what they're seeing. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jose Tabata will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Therefore, it is Craig, and he'll put it away for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Strikeout here.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And now a pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good about this one.
One out, nobody on.
Water.
And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knockout pitch, but he can't find it here. I think he's going to have to challenge him 3-2.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Russell Martin will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Out in front here is Martin as this one winds up finding the seats in left. Foul. The 0-1 home to Martin. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Seth Hargrove will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Alan Craig will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that misses, ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
The 1-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Matt Carpenter will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Neil Walker will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's one away.
We keep talking about it. Be careful of signs of tiring, but that's 3 straight strikeouts for him. He's getting even more unhittable as this one goes along.
Gabby Sanchez will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
We've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And now another pitch taken by Sanchez as he's got it to 2-0 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. 1 out, nobody on. Hitters count 2-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Lee is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Travis Snyder will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. Still 8-0. Burke Badenhop will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Michael Lee will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
3-1 on the way. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a 500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
Nate Walker will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. The relay, and he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Number 16 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now this is swung out and sent on the ground for the first baseman Sanchez. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, it's pretty effective right there. Not only do you drive in a run on the ground ball, but you also move that other guy over to third base.
Yadier Molina will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Here we go.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Take him deep, will ya?
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
A man at third with 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Matt Adams will get another shot. He homered his last time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Let's go, guys.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 9 and the Pirates nothing. Jordy Mercer will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
Yeah, and that fastball's still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Josh Harrison will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Josh Harrison.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. 1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Starling Marte will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
They'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here comes the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ready with another 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're down 9-0. Justin Wilson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Peter Borges will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Center fielder, Peter Borges.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Wait for it.
In the air to left center. There to take it is Marte for the first out.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher
Seth Hargrove will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here we go, guys.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Alan Craig will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And that misses 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
The 2-0. Hit hard to the right side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he'll make it to third, and there are runners at the corners with only one out.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but he finally comes through here to wipe out that over in his 5th try.
Matt Carpenter will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to the plate. And the slide is going to beat the tag by Martin. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, and this was a pretty dicey situation as to whether they were going to be able to get that force out at the plate or not. And you can see the hustle coming down the line as he winds up beating that throw home.
Michael Lee will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
And a fastball upstairs here that runs it to 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. The next 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he misses, ball 4.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Nate Walker will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that ball is gone. It's grand salami time. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 21 for him on the season as the blowout continues.
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm not a big fan of second guessing, but I guess that's what I'm paid to do. Why would you leave him in with the bases loaded?
Your attention, please. Now
So with a
pitching for the
lefty
Pirates,
waiting, they'll go to a
number
lefty of their
44,
own out of the bullpen
Tony
here.
Watson.
Number 16 will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Number 16.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
And this will be fouled away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Plenty of home runs to go around so far as you see the elevated totals there. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Yadier Molina will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runner at first here, one man out. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And Tabata has it for out number 2.
And that's probably going to be his final at-bat. So you figure he won't get his 3rd home run of the game, but still, he's been a real handful here in this one.
Matt Adams will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 out with the man at first. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And this is going to be a foul ball. Comes set, now the pitch. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 9th inning coming up. The Cardinals lead it 14-0. Jose Tabata will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch coming. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Full count, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since they've even had a base runner out there. You have to go all the way back to the 3rd inning to find the last one, and they've been stopped dead in their tracks ever since.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Now a swing by Alvarez as he launches this one high and deep to right field. And they'll get on the board after all. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year. But that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Trevor Rosenthal will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 26, Trevor Rosenthal. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number 48, Tony
Russell Martin will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Fouled back. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Neil Walker will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Gabby Sanchez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Here's a 1-0. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw to first will be in time to record the final out, and the Cardinals will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
All smiles in that clubhouse again. Their 8th consecutive victory. It's not often you run across a streak like that, so these guys are definitely enjoying it while they can.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Guys, the Cardinals tonight could not have done it were it not for the contributions of this man, Yadier Molina. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 14-2. Good night from St. Louis.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. A reminder that extra postgame Metrolink trains will be available outside the left field gates at the Busch Stadium Station or up the street at the 8th and Pine Station. Bus service on the 40 and 410X lines is located outside the stadium on 7th and 8th Streets, while service on the 30 and 93 lines is available on Broadway and 4th Streets.